Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Just going to give you guys a little bit of free agency news and what's been going on in the NFL. So to start off, we're going to start obviously with the team that I'm wearing, the team that you see. We're going to start with the 49ers. We only have one free agent signing so far, and that is going to be Kwon Alexander out of Tampa Bay. Now, we even gave him 4 years and $54 million for what, I don't know. The biggest issue I have with this is he's coming off of an ACL injury. Kentavious Street, ACL injury. Every year John Lynch has been there with us, he done drafted or picked up somebody coming off a damn ACL injury. And they're still trying to get back healthy. Oh, and by the way, we have two players of our own with the same damn injury, i.e. Jimmy Garoppolo and Jerick McKinnon. So, to me, it kind of doesn't make sense why we keep getting these players coming off these injuries. And I saw Kwon Alexander. I've seen some highlights. The guy looks like he can tackle really well. But then when you read what was put on ESPN.com as far as, just a review of the guy, he had 70 missed tackles over the last couple of years. He only played 6 games last year, and that was due to doing what? Tearing his ACL. So the issue is that we don't need players that are injured coming off of injuries or anything like that. We re-signed what was his name? Malcolm Smith. We basically restructured his contract, obviously because we were paying too much for a guy who hasn't produced or done anything for us. But, it's a little bit different. So right now, as far as free agency is concerned, we lost out on one of the safeties that we probably would have liked to have gotten, and that was Tyrann Mathieu. Honey Badgers are going to be in Kansas City this year. So, there's been a few signings here and there. Sean Jackson went back to the Eagles in a trade with the Eagles and the Bucks. So there's been many different things going on online, as far as the trades and everybody talking to people. But we didn't make a big splash to get anybody that was really going to help us. This guy, Kwon Alexander, we have to hope that he comes off of this injury and that he gets back to producing and that he can stay healthy. And a lot of the times when you come off an ACL injury, it's either hit and miss. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it can be a little frustrating, But, this guy didn't necessarily look like he was going to demand that kind of money on the market. So it's always confusing to me is why we throw so much cash at a guy who relatively was quietly unknown. I saw that he was on Game Day Morning, not Game Day Morning, I apologize, GMFB, and they were giving him praise and hyping him up because they were saying he was the next guy up and everything, and he's young, all that good stuff. But I don't understand why we paid him so much damn money. Why couldn't we put him on a prove-it deal, to make sure that this was going to be, something well worth what we were doing? I'm looking at what Nick Wagner says is, a 4-year, $54 million deal, and they're saying that he's supposed to fit into the will linebacker spot alongside Fred Warner. So, to me, I don't get it. This guy's relatively unknown. Nobody's heard of him, and here we are giving him a ton of money. It's just another thing that John Lynch does that I truthfully don't care for. It doesn't make sense why we always got to pay guys a ridiculous sum of money when they don't even, demand that kind of money on the market. This guy is, like I said, relatively unknown. Nobody knows who he is. Kwon Alexander, biggest concern, how he's going to perform coming off a torn ACL. 3 to 4 months still needed to fully recover. We are in March. So that's April, May, June, and July. So that means you're going to miss most of the offseason program, and then we're going to have to hope that you're going to be ready for training camp. And giving somebody that kind of bread, that doesn't mean you're just going to cut that person. Because I'm 100% sure there's guaranteed money in there. And though we have cap space, nobody wants to take a dead hit in the cap on a dude that's not even going to be doing anything. They say he's resumed some weightlifting, including squatting and jogging. But, that's a ridiculous investment on a guy. You have no idea whether he's going to work out or not. So, to me, John Lynch, dumbass move. Period, point blank. It was a stupid move. you and the people that are in the building right now, I don't know what you guys think or what you guys are doing, but this is definitely not the way to start off the third season, because we need to make it into the playoffs. Or otherwise, people are going to start calling for your job and Kyle Shanahan's job. Shanahan's going to be secure because he'll get another job as an offensive coordinator at some point. But you, on the other hand, you will not get another GM job. You keep making dumbass moves like this. This shit is an atrocity. The guy doesn't have anything that's solid to go on. I mean, you can see highlights of any player that you want, but then at the same time, if that player doesn't stay healthy, there's downfalls. And once again, coming off this injury, we don't know what we're getting out of this. And to pay somebody 4 years, $54 million, and you still got 3 to 4 months to recover? Come on, man. You got to use your brain. I mean, damn, at least somebody in the building should have been like, hey, should we not pay this guy this kind of bread? Nobody else is about to give him that money. I can guarantee you wasn't going to get that kind of deal. And they're saying that all of this is because we let Reuben Foster go. We could have drafted a player. This draft is defense heavy. We could have kept that money and drafted a player. We could have went after a C.J. Mosley. We could have went after a lot of different people. You know, you still got Earl Thomas out there, and we're hoping to be able to give him a nice sum of money because Landon Collins landed a ridiculous deal. So I'm sure Earl Thomas is going to want just as much and or even more. So now we have to think about trying to put that money aside. You know, there's different things that just happen that just don't make any sense. So we've got to get better. We got to get smarter at the decisions that we make. But there's a ton of different things going on in free agency. But I just wanted to let y'all know we've only got one signing. And once again, it's a lackluster signing. And it was a dumbass move and an idiotic way to spend money. 49ers signed ex-Bucs linebacker Quan Alexander coming off an ACL injury. With still 3 to 4 months to recover. We don't know what he's going to be. We don't know what we're getting. And they're basically hoping that they're getting what he once was, I guess, his first couple years in the league. And he's already been in the league for 4 years. He got drafted in 2015 by the Bucs. So we'll see what happens, people. You know, stay easy, stay blessed. And let's pray to God that this next week of free agency goes a hell of a lot better than his first day.